First of all, I do not use only clinker. I use many other materials too. But clinker is my favorite material, especially for the last 20 years. When you are using it, you should understand what qualities of clinker you are introducing to your project, how this material is changing your project, what obligations clinker imposes on it. What is the most interesting thing about clinker? This material adds to a project continuity, traditions, durability, reliability, sustainability. It is, of course, especially good when a building has got a massive wall. If you are using it only for smaller elements, for slim piers, it will not work off its own potential. Because of that, clinker is in a sense an alternative for classical ornamented walls for me. I detest ornamented by itself. As Adolf Loos wrote back in his day, ornament is a crime. This material is impossibly attractive in a tactile sense and very complex and multiform. So, clinker wall could be a substitute for any ornamented facade out of the classical epoch. To begin with, clinker helps to implement an idea of genius loci, because former industrial zones are, first of all, clinker from the turn of the 20th century. In fact, it was brick then, but by its characteristics, it was very close to clinker. The same strength and durability. If you, for example, have ever held a brick from the Valam monastery, made around 1895, you understand that this brick will outlive all of us by several thousand years. So, contemporary clinker restores lost links, helps to create surfaces that give you a sensation of a long-gone buildings that stood here in the past. I am of opinion that at former industrial zones you should preserve everything that could be preserved and restored, and restruct everything that could be renovated and reconstructed. You should only add, very carefully, some contemporary insert to this historic environment. Clinker used in architecture and for public space led us to build these links, create these bridges, and sew this torn fabric back together. I would like to say that material doesn't define everything. Not all relationship with neighboring structure are in the material's power. Architecture is created not only with material. It is made of form, size, composition, addition of some glasses, surfaces, etc. Everything works together. Clinker helps to build bridges or design iconic or background buildings, depending on their function as defined by their architects. If there are some historical brick buildings close by, and you understand that a future construction site is some kind of a brick lacuna, a new structure made of brick will balance out this situation. If the area consists of many concrete, aluminum, plastered buildings, and you need to put emphasis on your side, you use clinker for facade or for paving. But if there is a lot of clinker buildings around you, perhaps you should do there something of glass or stone or copper. Clinker is not a panacea. It is only a tool for building a bridge between outer context and inner one, your work, your thought or soul, your creative pursuit. We knew perfectly well that human eye react very emotionally to color. Dark colors arouse one feeling, light colors another one. Contrasting bright ones still other. There are various combinations of colors, various tones of global brick color. As I said previously, first of all, we solve the specific aesthetic and artistic problem. When we are designing a huge building, its size, its pressure, its effect on space have to be somewhat neutralized. Perhaps high structures should not be made of dark brick, because they are large and can have an effect as a mass of rock, mass of brick or stone. It is better to choose for them lighter tones and hues. But, in any case, I always choose a brick mix, a stone mix in order to get variety of hues and to make walls more attractive and vibrant. We are now shooting this interview against such a wall. Look how many things and textures are there, even though it is just one sort of brick. But it is so lively and expressive that you don't really need anything else. When we take the liberty to make walls with jutting out bricks, choose very attentively whites and color of joint, its depth, and so on. This is also a very serious work at surface quality and its effect on human eye. This is a continuation of building's image. If we wish to make our building gentle, non-aggressive, very modest, we will deal with its surface as with a paper sheet, meaning its smoothness. But when we need to create a building with an attitude, there will be jut-outs, chipped-off fragments of bricks, and our wall will start to breathe, to react to its environment. But this is already life, even that life that is not in an architect's power. Everything is very complex, but at the same time simple too.